What the? Yeah. Here. Yeah.
This is what is known as a Super Saiyan that is essentially
Yeah, so in this video I'm actually doing a showcase and it's on the new Bardock that came out. I'm not going to talk about who else I got, but if you see anyone else, just know I got them in it. But I'm not going to talk about anyone I got because I've got a summoning video I'm just going to put out, just going to throw it out in a couple days, not straight away. I'd rather get out the PvP type things. I want to use these people, want to see what they're saying. But Bardock, let's go into it. Obviously the video's going faster because I do a voiceover, but I'm going to be speaking about him throughout the whole video, so don't worry if like the beginning bit goes off. I just wanted to show a little bit of it so you can actually see what it's like, what he's like before the transformation, after the transformation, but all of his stats just in general. So as you see, or you can see on the screen if you look, or even on your own device, Bardock's a strike based character. He's always been, more time you'll carry 2 strikes. The green one does, I think the blue one carries 1 strike and 1 blast, the Super Saiyan one. But Bardock's strike, he's more strike based like I said, so he has more strike damage than blast attack. His strike is 232, that's at 7 red. Wait, let me change it to 7 red. It's at 7 red. After the transformation it's actually 236,000, and then his blast is 231,000. And then I'm not really going to go into defenses. The defenses are alright, they're actually pretty good, but that was actually before the transformation. So whoa, now that I've looked at it after the transformation, 288 for the strike, and then the blast is 261. And Bardock, when I tell you he's an amazing unit, but he has some caps, but when the caps are released it's like a flood, like it's like breaking a dam. That's how much damage he's doing, that's how overpowered he is. Like I would say, I would say he's probably my favorite out of all the new units that's released, but I don't see myself using him a lot because I still feel like the regen team is still the current meta. They're probably still the best team out of all the teams that are available to you in the game. But let's go into his special move, his strike arts and blast arts. His strike arts actually gives you health per card, so you get 3% more health every time you launch off a strike art. If you look here, I did one right there. The health actually goes up 3% for every strike art. That's before and after the transformation, but I'm just going to be talking about after transformation because that's what you're here for. But the special move, it deals major explode damage, 20% to special move damage inflicted for 3 timer counts upon activation. That's pretty useless considering that it's only 3 timer counts. Like once I launch one off, it'll probably work for that special move, but I'm not going to get like 3 more off, so there's no point of even getting that. I feel like that's very useless. The second one is 30% to special move damage inflicted against Freezer Force. So using special moves on Freezer Force members, you're just going to do a lot of damage, you can expect that. Now his special skill, it says the Fury of All, that's what it's called. It says 25% to damage inflicted for 20 timer counts. Also applies the following effect to self based on the number of defeated battle members. So for your first battle member that dies, 1 or more members, it restores health by 15%. 2 members increases art card draw speed by level 1 by 1 level for 20 timer counts. That's for a special skill. I wouldn't say that's too bad actually. The 25% damage inflicted one is amazing for a special skill. And then restoring health if 1 or more battle members are defeated, like that's pretty good. Now let's go into his abilities. So one thing I want to point out about Bardock is his transformation has a condition, and this is where his letdown becomes, because it makes him an outstanding, probably the best combat character in the game. Like he's nuts. Like I played someone who let 2 of their members die just to see how good they are, and literally I almost lost. Like it was 3v1 and I almost lost. But the condition for that is that 1 person on your team has to die before he gets all his buffs, becomes insane for his transformation. And I feel like that's a very big cap, depending on how you use him obviously. if it's not one person dying, it says the condition there, I think it's 50 seconds have to pass. Something along those lines. Let me go to before transformation, but yeah, 50 seconds if not one person. So the transformation will literally be locked until one person dies or 50 seconds passes. So say you're dominating the match, more time if you're dominating the match you're going to win regardless. But say if it's a match where you're not really dominating, it might be even, but then nobody has died yet but everyone has low health. It's going to be a situation where Bardock's doing less damage than he should be doing because he hasn't transformed yet, and for 50 seconds to pass, that's kind of, not even 50 seconds, 50 timer counts to pass, it's kind of a long time span for you to get that transformation. So in those situations where you have 3 people alive but everyone's low health, it's kind of a cap for Bardock. More time he'll probably die in that scenario, so you gotta figure out how you're gonna get past that cap. I don't know if you're gonna let someone die, but when he does die, or when someone does die, it becomes insane. So now I'm gonna go into his after transformation. His main ability after he transforms: draw a special moves art card next, restores Vanishing Gorge by 100%. So it's like Super Saiyan Blue Goku. You get a free vanish step just off using your main ability after the transformation. That is nuts. Like a vanish step, main ability vanish step. And there's more to it. That's not it. It inflicts all allies and enemies with no switching for 10 timer count. So it's a 1v1 situation. And then it also says nullifies on unfavorable elements. So you won't have type disadvantage. So at that point, Bardock is just a monster. Nobody's stopping him. Once you activate that main ability, it's literally a battle of who's better or who gets the first hit. And if you do get the first hit, you're going to do a lot of damage because there's even more with what he comes with. So let's go into unique abilities. He has 2. Last Man Standing. Applies the following effects to self per defeated battle member when this character enters the battlefield. So it says every time a player dies, basically, you get 25% to damage inflicted and 20% to special move damage. So if you're the last one left with Bardock, that's 50% to damage inflicted and 40% to special move damage inflicted. And that's a very good last standing character. As long as you land one hit on the person, the enemy, you should be good for that final hit, them final kills. But obviously when you're only the last one standing, it's more of a difficult situation. So I'd say if you're the last one standing, don't activate your main ability until you're fighting a type advantage character. But for the other 2, you just fight as normal. And then his last unique ability, Veteran Saiyan Warrior, 45% to strike damage inflicted for 15 timer counts when this character enters the battlefield or transforms, reduces damage received by 50% while inflicting with no switching. So the opponent can't switch and you won't take 50% as much damage. So that's pretty good. And 45% strike damage, what? Imagine you're the last one alive as well. Like, that is insane. And then the last bit at the bottom, knocks back enemy to long range if a cover change is performed against their blast art attack, available during assist. So that's pretty good actually. That's pretty much it for Bardock. Besides from that, his Z ability buff Saiyan strike attack 38%. This is at 7 red. And then the Team Bardock's 20% blast attacks. But Team Bardock's full Saiyan, so you're gonna get both of those buffs, I assume. But overall, my opinion on Bardock's a very good unit. I definitely think he's one of the best that came out. I don't see myself using him long term, but he is a unit that will probably last for a while. But the way the meta is right now, regen teams taking over. But that's all I pretty much got to say. Probably rate Bardock a 9 out of 10. S rank, definitely, after the transformation. If you haven't already, press the subscribe button. We're on this grind to 1,500 subscribers. We hit 1,300 today. So thank you guys for that. I'm not too fussed about likes, but definitely leave a comment. Comments, I get to interact with you guys. You see this damage right here on a type advantage. Amazing. But yeah, definitely leave a comment so I can reply to all comments. But besides from that, I'll see you guys in the next one.
You looking for a...
Wide open!